said, look, let's see what the kids do with this. I mean, these are illiterate kids. Are you with me? Kids just like Lingesh, and probably a lot worse. At least Lingesh had 3 meals a day, right? You had 3 meals a day, Lingesh? Are you still around, Lingesh? Saapadu correcta vandada. Oru naal saapadu vandadilla. Adhe periya kaariyam, Lingesh. Adukave aandavana vendanum. Seri. Here, சாப்பாடு வருமா இல்லையோ அதே ஒரு கேள்விக்குறியா இருந்தது இந்த பிள்ளைங்களோட வாழ்க்கையில. So what's amazing about this experiment, I mean, it just blew my mind, is that these kids came across to this PC and started playing with it. You know, moving the mouse, this, that, and the other. And with a short period of time, without understanding literacy per se, without having any computer education per se, without having any, academic excellence per se, they went in there and tapping into Disney Channel and playing games within the day. Is that not something? Your kids, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be in the world of the internet. And you better learn to understand it fast, or you're going to be left out of it. Social networking today, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. Right now, as I'm talking to you, someone is tweeting out there, telling this is what's happening, so-and-so is speaking. This is the world we are in today. We have to run to catch up. We want to slow down and worry about who and what to do. We are just going to be left behind. We don't need to look out for anybody. We don't need to ask for any handouts. We are fine by ourselves. We have 2 hands, legs, and a great mind. This is the single most powerful instrument that we have been blessed with. Einstein is supposed to have used about 1% of it. Let's say give him 5%. So how much are we using? If Einstein has used 5%, what are we using? Here's the point to you, gentlemen. Did the Lord make a mistake? Did he create a brain that was only intended to be used for 2 to 3%? Is that a major flaw in creation? Or is it possible that we have not yet learned to tap into the wonders and mysteries of this wonderful thing that we have right here? We have this, ladies and gentlemen. They can keep the rest. So let me give you a few minutes into the life of a slum, hole in the wall, for a few minutes.
I first visited India 2 years ago while directing a film about global poverty. 1 billion people live here, 1 of every 6 on the planet. Only 1/4 of them have access to clean water, and half are illiterate. In a New Delhi slum, I came across an unusual scene, a computer embedded in a wall. It was surrounded by children. Turns out the computer was put here by the company next door, NIIT. While India suffers extreme poverty, it is also home to some of the world's most advanced high-technology firms. Dr. Sugata Mitra is head of research and development here. For years, his passion has been educating poor children.
Removing what is increasingly being called the digital divide is an important issue, which means that everyone must have access.
In 1999, Mitra launched an experiment that came to be known as the hole in the wall. He connected a high-speed computer to the internet and placed it in the wall that separates his firm's headquarters from the adjacent slum. Then, he watched who began to use it. Curious kids were immediately drawn to the computer.
So when they said, "Can we touch it?" I said, "It's on your side of the wall." So the rules say whatever is on their side of the wall they can touch. So they touched it.
Within minutes, the children figured out how to point and click. By the end of the day, they were browsing. Given access and opportunity, the children quickly taught themselves the rudiments of computer literacy.
हम अपने आप सीखे ना, कोई बच्चे खेलते रहते थे ना, हम भी जानबूझ के ना कभी पाके ना खेलना हमें भी आ गया.
A young boy named Rajender was the first to teach himself how to use the computer.
गेम खेलते हैं और कुछ लगाते हैं, ड्राइंग जैसे इंटरनेट पे आती है सब, सिर्फ डिज्नी पे. कुछ दिन पहले गए थे अपनी गिरा तालिबान वाला और वो लादेन वाला लड़ाई हो रही थी अमेरिका की तालिबान से, बम गिर रहे थे टीवी में और यहाँ फोटो में देखा.
He didn't know what a computer was. He was the first guy to have made the jump across what I guess you could describe as maybe 3,000 or 4,000 years of history in minutes actually.
Rajender's self-confidence soared after he taught himself how to use a computer.
Second one is good. Good, better, best.
Good, better, best. Very good.
Now I've seen a lot of change in him, and he has become quite bold and you may say expressive also. And I got great hopes on this child.
So internet क्या होता है ये बता सकते हो?
जिससे हम हर चीज कर सकते हैं.
He says that with which you can do anything.
Internet being that which you can do anything. You know, you don't know anything better to do, go to the internet. Today's kids have that advantage. They can assess, look into a whole host of things. Now, not everybody has access to it, definitely. It's slowly pervading, it's coming up. But this is the future. And we need to adapt to it. Skill sets is not about just going out there and getting an academic degree, as much as that is necessary. But to me, university is more than just that, you know, piece of paper. Really, university is about an opportunity to network, grow, stand on your feet, develop a whole different set of skills that help you survive later in life. But the piece of paper by itself is not always what you use, in the sense that the information that you get. Are you with me? My head of IT has a degree in chemistry. There's nothing unusual in that, you know. And I mean, in a sense, today's world has advanced so much, multitasking becomes absolutely necessary. And we have to understand that, you know, outside the world of just academic excellences, for Indians, the world is our oyster. We can learn to be entrepreneurs. Why not? Why ever not?